Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And let's continue this series I just started where I name who I believe is the best player in each NBA franchise's history. Previously did this for the NFL. They're in a playlist. You could check them out. These NBA ones will be as well. I'm going in alphabetical order. Thus far, I've just done the Atlanta Hawks and the Boston Celtics. So today's team is the Brooklyn Nets. Now, let me be clear. For these, I'm just looking at the NBA. So, ABA is not included in these. So, sorry, Dr. J. Won three straight MVPs with the New York Nets in the ABA. But he will not be in consideration for the GOAT of the franchise. But anyhow, when we look strictly at the NBA, they were the New York Nets for their first season, 76-77, became the New Jersey Nets in 1997, their last season as New Jersey, 2011-12. The 2012-13 season became the Brooklyn Nets, which they are still known as. Altogether, they've played 48 seasons in the NBA. Now, 2 years ago, I did my NBA Mount Rushmores by teams, the four best players in each team's history in my eyes. So before I name the GOAT of the franchise, I like to revisit these, decide if maybe I would make any changes in the 2 years that have since passed. I'm not going to for the Nets. Who I included alphabetical order by last name. Vince Carter. Carter played just 4 full seasons for the Nets, but averaged over 20 points per game in all of them. Jason Kidd, runner up for MVP his first year with them, 2001-02. Brook Lopez, the franchise's all-time leading scorer with over 10,000 points with the team. And Buck Williams averaged a points, rebounds, double-double each of his first 7 seasons with the Nets. Some honorable mentions include Richard Jefferson, Mike Jaminski, Kenny Anderson, Derek Coleman, Drazen Petrovic, Kenyon Martin, guys like Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. I mean, it's crazy. James Harden as well. Crazy that none of them were able to make the Mount Rushmore, but honestly, just none of them played long enough for the team. I'm sure no Nets fans expected to see none of them on there. But anyhow, that's my four best players in franchise history. But who do I consider to be the GOAT? I think a lot of people would agree. Jason Kidd, second overall pick in the 1994 NBA draft, but he didn't join the Nets till the 2001-02 season when he was traded by the Phoenix Suns to the Nets in a deal that sent Stephon Marbury to the Phoenix Suns. All in all, Kidd played 6 full seasons with the Nets and part of a seventh. As I mentioned, his first season, 2001-02, finished runner-up for MVP. Let's take a look at his season-by-season numbers, only showing the Nets via his basketball reference page. So, Kidd not only finished runner-up for MVP with the Nets, but he also had finishes of 8th and 9th, was all NBA first team twice and second team once, made two all defensive first teams and 4 all defensive second teams with New Jersey, and also made 5 all-star teams with the franchise. All in all, 506 career regular season games. Kids posted averages of 14.6 points, 7.2 rebounds, 9.1 assists, and 1.9 steals, while with the franchise, as you could tell by those averages, he was a triple-double threat nightly, and altogether tallied 61 with the franchise, led the league in triple-doubles 4 different seasons, while with New Jersey. Twice led the league in assists per game, 2002-03 and 2003-04. Its first 2 seasons also averaged more than 2 steals per game with the team. Became more of a reliable three-point shooter. Not great, but someone the defenses had to at least give a little notice to, shooting 34.2% from three, also 80.7% from the charity stripe during his time with Brooklyn. Now, the Nets made the NBA Finals in each of his first two seasons with the team. Unfortunately, they were not able to win either time, but Kidd definitely had a huge impact on a team that really hadn't had much success in the NBA prior to his arrival. If you take a look at his playoff stats for his time with the Nets, he averaged 16.8 points, 8.2 rebounds, 9.1 assists, and 1.8 steals. So some of his averages went up a bit from the regular season. Um, while not even half his career was with the Nets, he's still second all time in assists, second all time in steals, and leads the franchise in both of those stats. All time leader in both those stats for the Nets. So, my GOAT of the Brooklyn Nets has to go to Jason Kidd. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, though. Would you consider someone else if we were just talking NBA? Because I get it. I'm pretty sure Irving only played 3 seasons with the Nets in the ABA, but they were all MVP. But if we're not including ABA, is Jason Kidd the surefire choice for um, Nets best player in franchise history? Now, with all of these at the end, I take a look at the active roster and decide if I think anyone has a chance to overtake the GOAT or at least make the Mount Rushmore, maybe be an honorable mention. Nets did not make the playoffs this past season. Different era with all those three big names I mentioned earlier, Irving, Harden, and Durant having moved elsewhere. I mean, Mikal Bridges is a very nice player, but he's not going to overtake Kidd. Cam Thomas proved to be a great scorer. He's got to do more to impact winning for him to really be in consideration for even an honorable mention. And really, it's just been one season for him. So I don't anticipate any of them making the Mount Rushmore. Although, if maybe if Bridges stays a while longer, he could have a chance. But only time will tell. But stay tuned for tomorrow. Again, doing these in alphabetical order. I will have the Charlotte Hornets for you. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.